Should we talk about this Coyote versus Acme news?
Sad day, bro. Shout out our boy 3C. He felt like how I felt. That man puts his energy and his emotions up on screen. That is exactly what I was feeling when it came to hearing about this. And I'll say this, I didn't even know about it. He kept up with it. I found out and had my heart broken. I was excited and then depressed at the same time, dude. This is bad.
Yeah, so Warner Brothers, in a move that they first started in last year with the Batgirl movie and with the Scooby-Doo movie, they moved to shelve the upcoming John Cena Coyote versus Acme blend of live action and animated movie in favor of getting a $30 million tax write-off rather than release it to a streamer or in theaters. There's been an update that apparently, after a lot of backlash, most notably from filmmakers who were canceling meetings at Warner Brothers, that Warner Brothers is now going to try and market or sell this movie probably to another studio. Studios like Paramount and Universal are apparently in the running to pick it up. But yeah, this is Warner Brothers continuing what has been like a really annoying trend of shelving projects in favor of tax write-off, something that I'm surprised wasn't a bigger focus of some of these guild negotiations. But you had your heart broken. Are you a little more optimistic now, knowing that this project still will see the light of day?
I hope it does. And I think, going off of the strikes, you had an entire period of time where they weren't filming anything. I feel like during the strikes, you had a lot of reality shows, that were shelved or series that were shelved that they brought out where you're like, where did these come from? Because they didn't have anything. A lot of things are made and shelved all the time. When it's something this big, you do hear about it. But I remember when we were, I had sent you that episode of How I Met Your Father, the original take on the spinoff that had, what's her name?
Greta Gerwig?
Greta freaking Gerwig. And you can find that pilot on YouTube. It just disappears. Nobody knows about these things. People work on stuff and they go away. If you've had a drought of no content, to me, they're going to have to pull out that Batgirl movie. They're going to have to pull out this movie. There's going to be so much that they have not worked on from, what was this, a historic 148 days? Even longer that was for the writers, right?
The third longest writer's strike ever.
I think 108 for the actors. You have had a long period of time. Like, that's over 3 months that would have been a filming period. If they were fighting against their tactics, I would argue that now that they got their way, hopefully, the studios are also still going to be behind because they plan on filming movies a little bit quicker with AI and who knows what else. They're going to have to pull out stuff like this. I'm hopeful that it gets picked up because, dude, the behind the scenes, it
looked incredible.
What made it real was when they were all tweeting about it and just releasing how they worked on the movie.
Mention for people who aren't on Twitter as often as us that a bunch of the craftspeople from the movie began tweeting out clips or just photos of their behind the scenes work and all of the stuff that kind of blended cartoon world look with like a real world look. There was a whole preview of the score that was made for the movie, including a chorus doing the Roadrunner meeps. Just a bunch of like really fun stuff. And granted, this is still like, this could still be bad, but I still want to see it. I want to get the chance to see it.
That is true. It could be horrendous. But I don't know. I feel like with it having John Cena and also being produced by, or was supposed to be produced by James Gunn, they haven't made something that the audiences haven't liked together, especially when it comes to HBO and Warner Brothers. So I thought the behind the scenes looked really cool. It's also what made it really sad because I'm like, if you guys are releasing this, that means it's really over.
Yeah.
But, hey, hopefully it comes out, and hopefully we get to see a lot of the other projects that have been getting shelved left and right as well. But sad stuff.
I saw an interesting idea tweeted out by I think it was Matt Zoller Seitz saying that if a company moves to make one to bury one of their movies as a tax write-off, if they're getting money from the American taxpayers, that movie should be publicly available, right?
Ooh. Yeah.
Right? Like, if that's the trade-off you want to make, then give me Coyote versus Acme for free.
For sure. Yeah. That's what paid for it. That's a good point. We'll get it on our accounts with our next tax return.